Join me as I take on the challenge of navigating the tricky waters of working with a narcissistic boss or coworker and share my tips for surviving the madness. Dealing with a narcissistic boss or coworker at work can be a daunting task, to say the least. It's an important topic to address because it can affect not only our productivity and job satisfaction, but also our mental and emotional well-being. Working alongside narcissistic individuals can be challenging, to say the least. They often have an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. They can be charismatic and charming, but they can also be manipulative and exploitative. One of the biggest challenges is that they often make you feel like you're walking on eggshells, never knowing when they'll blow up or turn on you. They can be masters of gaslighting, making you question your own sanity or memory. And because they're so skilled at playing the victim, it's easy to get sucked into their drama and lose sight of what's really going on. Another challenge is that narcissistic individuals often disregard boundaries and have no qualms about using guilt, intimidation, or anger to get what they want. They can be emotionally draining, and it's exhausting trying to keep up with their ever-changing moods and demands. And because they're so self-centered, they rarely take responsibility for their actions or apologize for their mistakes. This can create a toxic work environment where everyone feels like they're walking on thin ice. Dealing with a narcissistic boss or coworker can also be emotionally taxing because they often don't respect your time, energy, or feelings. They might expect you to drop everything for them, even if it's not an emergency, or they might make unreasonable demands that you can't possibly meet. And when you try to assert yourself or set boundaries, they might become defensive, aggressive, or even vindictive. This can be especially difficult if you're already dealing with stress, anxiety, or burnout. So, how do you cope with a narcissistic boss or coworker? One strategy is to set clear boundaries from the outset. Be firm, direct, and specific about what you're willing and not willing to do. Don't be afraid to say no or push back when necessary. Another strategy is to document everything. Keep a paper trail of emails, meetings, and agreements. This can help prevent misunderstandings and protect you from being gaslighted or manipulated. It's also essential to seek support from colleagues, a mentor, or HR. Don't be afraid to talk to someone you trust about what you're going through. Having a support system can help you stay grounded and focused, even when dealing with a narcissistic individual. And if possible, try to maintain a healthy distance from them. Don't get sucked into their drama or try to fix their problems. Your priority should be maintaining your own emotional well-being and staying productive. Here's a key insight that can make a significant difference in how you handle these difficult interactions. Narcissistic individuals often crave attention and validation, so one way to handle them is to give them a sense of control and agency. This can be as simple as acknowledging their perspective or asking for their input. By doing so, you're not giving in to their demands, but you're giving them a sense of power and recognition, which can diffuse tension and create a more productive dynamic. Another powerful tip is to reframe your mindset. Instead of taking their behavior personally or getting emotional, view it as an opportunity to practice your conflict resolution skills, assertiveness, and emotional intelligence.